Everyone talks about starting the world's next big activewear brand. They think about the money, they think about the freedom, they think about the vision that they're going to create that's going to come in and it's going to rock the industry. I can give you first and foremost experience and information on this because I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs over the last 10 years through my business FittDesign to build their activewear brands from scratch. And I'll tell you, although it's an immensely fulfilling experience, if you go in with your eyes blind, you're going to get blindsided. You're going to be left out of luck. This episode is not meant to scare you. What it's meant to do is going to give you a reality check. The first misconception is that people overestimate the launch and they underestimate the effort that it takes to get to launch. What they assume is that they come up with a cool name. They get a website up and running from Shopify. You're going to have doubts on the name and you're going to be faced with decisions that you don't have previous data in terms of making. Answering these difficult questions and knowing how to overcome them is what's going to separate a brand that succeeds from a brand that never makes it off. Number two is that this industry rewards those who know how to handle uncertainty. The one thing I've learned with founders is the ones that succeed are the ones who are willing to take decisions off of the information that they have. Should I launch with a 220 GSM fabric versus a 250? And although that might seem like meticulous, understand that in that same time frame, brands that are up and running have already designed the product collection, they've developed the samples, and they are now in the process of pre-marketing and launching it, all while you're still deciding on whether to go for a 220 GSM fabric or 250. Number three is that burnout when building something new doesn't come all at once. You don't wake up one day and realize, oh my God, I'm burnt out from trying to build this thing alongside my day-to-day responsibilities. Maybe you have a full-time job and you're trying to build this thing on the side. When you know why you want to do something, you'll be able in the depths of your burnout to be able to overcome it, to find the wherewithal, the strength within to be able to take that next step, to write that next email, to send that next transfer, to make that next decision. Next up is that founders who win, who build long-term businesses are not more talented, they're not more creative, they're just more operational. If you don't have a clear path forward step by step, you don't have deadlines, it will sweep you away and you will not have the ability to move forward. Next up, and let's face it, that the cost of building a business and building an activewear brand isn't just financial. You're going to get the designs, you're going to share the vision, you're going to get out on the calls, and you still don't have any guarantee that it's going to succeed. There was a quote from Phil Knight's book, Shoe Dog, where he says that I didn't do it because I wanted to win. I just hated to lose so much that I could never accept anything less. If you enjoyed this episode, you want to see other motivational episodes like this where I run you through experiences of founders that I've worked with, let me know in the comments below. You can check the link in the description as well if you want to book a one-on-one call with me. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of FittDesign TV. Until next week's episode, stay awesome.